Lorraine Suku with InvestmentPropertyFunding.com. We lend money to real estate investors to make profitable deals happen. Real estate investors are used to thinking in terms of after repair value. That just comes naturally to you. But I want you to think of as-is value as well, because it's important to your lender. And if you need to get a loan, anything that matters to your lender should matter to you as well. Lenders protect their position by lending substantially less than a property is worth at any given time. If you're in the middle of a project and something happens to you and you can't finish it, the lender may need to sell that property at a fire sale price just to get his money out. And if he's lent based on the after repair value alone, he could be upside down in that scenario. That's why more and more lenders are lending based on the as-is value, and that's why you should keep it in mind when you're making offers on your properties. Lenders need to lend 30 to 35% less than a property is worth at any point in time. The reason why is, let's say you borrow money for a project. It needs a new roof, so you tear the roof off and get started on the new roof, but something happens to you or to the project before it's finished, and it doesn't get finished at all. In that situation, the lender is in a real mess, because a house with no roof is worth less than a house with a bad roof. And many lenders got burned during the boom by lending on ARV, and that's why more now are lending on either the as-is value or lending against cost. But lending at 65% of the as-is value is less risky for the lender. It's a lower dollar number, and that's why there's less risk. Understanding how to make the lender's position safer can help you make better decisions about which properties to pursue and which to pass by. So the as-is value is what the property is worth today with none of the repairs completed. You calculate that by taking the ARV minus the repairs needed, and that is the as-is value. So for example, if the ARV is $150,000 and the house needs $30,000 in repairs, then the as-is value is $120,000. So it should be your goal to buy at 65% of the as-is value or lower. So in this example, it's $78,000 or lower. I encourage you to calculate both the as-is value and the ARV to determine what to offer on a property. And I also encourage you to build your profit into your offer price. So in that example that we just discussed, where we said you need to offer $78,000 or less, I recommend you decide on either a fixed dollar amount or a percentage of ARV or a number that makes sense to you to be your minimum profit that you want out of the deal, and subtract that from your tentative offer price to get a real what you want to offer. The 35% cushion that is built into the loan against the as-is value will quickly be absorbed by soft costs. That's closing costs, financing charges, holding expenses, real estate commissions, marketing, any kind of delays or mishaps. You could end up with very little profit, and after waiting 3 or 4 or 5 months for that property to sell, if you've only got $5,000 left over, you're going to be very dissatisfied. So that's why I encourage you to build the profit into your offer price. In the previous example, if we decided we wanted our minimum profit to be 10% of the ARV, then our offer price would be $63,000, because that's $78,000 minus 10% of the ARV, which is $15,000, so that equals $63,000. If we calculate what to offer using ARV, we will get a number that's fairly close but not exact to the other number. So if we take 65% of the ARV, that's $97,500. If we subtract the $30,000 in needed repairs from that, our offer price is going to be $67,500. So somewhere in between $63,000 and $67,500, you should feel good about offering that amount of money on the project. Again, I encourage you to calculate it both ways so that you can find a safe range for your offer. And this will result in a deal that is fundable by almost any lender, as long as the geography is where that lender lends and it's the right property type and so on. The numbers work to get a loan if you do it this way, and there should be enough money left over that you're making an impressive profit. My job as a lender is to provide the capital that you need to act quickly on profitable opportunities. And so it's an important factor for me when I'm deciding if I want to fund, if the borrower is going to make enough money to make that project worth it. Why? Because I want to help people be successful, but also because some borrowers, if it doesn't look like there's going to be enough profit, they will abandon the project in the middle of it. And that can be messy. So I want to lend money to people who have negotiated the buy price down low enough where they can make a great profit and we can build a profitable business relationship and fund projects again and again together. You can download an application from our website at investmentpropertyfunding.com/apply. My name is Lorraine Suku, and I look forward to funding a project for you.